I forgot the kids can be actually quite cruel to each other. My son came home from school and said that his so-called friend called him a Big Mac. And I says, what's a Big Mac? And he says, it means that I'm fat. So obviously I told him that his so-called friend was not his friend at all for saying something like that. And also that he is not a Big Mac and he is not fat and he is absolutely gorgeous in my eyes and everybody's eyes, and to get that out of his head. But he sat there and dwelled on it and dwelled on it. And I thought, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the school. I'm going to report him. But he didn't want to report his friend because at the end of the day, that's still his friend. And he didn't want to get his friend in trouble. So I asked him, Jude, what do you want to do about this? And he says, well, Mummy, I want to work out. I want to get a big pack. And I says, what? A Big Mac? And he said, no, a big pack. You know, like all the boys have. And there's so many of them in their stomach. And I said, okay, you mean a six-pack? And he started like to laugh. He says, is that what you call it? And I said, yes, it's a six-pack. So I'm still chuckling now thinking about it. And I had a look on YouTube and I actually came across quite a lot of videos of, and this is actually made for YouTube Kids, of children exercising. And there's one for girls, there's one for boys, there's a lot of dance ones, and ones that I'd obviously known about before but just forgot about. And this was amazing. As soon as we seen the video that he wanted to work out too, then we put it on, and him and I had the best workout for 15 minutes. And it was really, really good for me as well as him. And it wasn't that he needs this to lose weight in any way, shape or form, but he just enjoyed how he felt after. And I said, Jude, how do you feel? And he says, I feel great. And he actually slept really, really well that night. So that was a kickstart for me. So I started then working out after that because I had been neglecting my workouts. So I said, I'm straight back into it. This is me working out. Then Georgia got involved, Julia got involved, and we've had the best few days just, you know, working out. And of course, school was closed yesterday. So the entire day we were dancing around, we were doing some homeschooling, we did a wee bit of exercise, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So Jude went back to school the next day and he told his friend that he wasn't very happy with the comment that his friend made, and his friend said sorry and that he didn't think that of him at all. So Jude came back and was very, very happy from school today. Jude still wants to do the workouts because he's adamant that he wants this big pack. And I just chuckle it off, like I'm not taking this serious at all, nor am I encouraging him to try to be Mr. Muscles. Jude does football and he does go-karting and he is quite active, but he does like this, and I'm loving the encouragement that he's given me. But yes, have you ever had any trouble with kids at school picking on your child, and have you dealt with it? Thanks for watching. Bye.